You know, they say it's not about the destination, it's the journey. They obviously haven't seen this destination. What's up, it's Chris Young. Welcome to your final destination, but in a good way. This is the Forest River Sandpiper 411. This would be the DL, BL, the DBDL. Look, it stands for double bathroom, double loft, because you have both of that in here. A couple of years ago, destination RVs hit the market with a huge splash. People were like, wow, I can get all this space, all these residential features, and don't have to really take it out every weekend. I can set it up and leave it. 6 months at the beach, 6 months at the ocean, 6 months in the mountains, whatever you want to do. Beach and ocean are probably the same thing, Chris. I'm tired. Now, this one, though, I haven't seen yet. I've seen the giant windows, but I have yet to see a double bathroom unit. But that's not where we're going to start. I'm going to start right here, because this space was the thing that impressed me the most from my island butcher block dinette as well as kitchenette with the undermounted gunmetal sink, that hex-clad inlay, the sprayer faucet. I do have a colander so I can colander my vegetables, and I even like the blue that they put on here with the gray. It kind of reminds me of Carolina, which I'm actually not a fan of. Not a fan of UNC, but it does beautiful, especially with those pewter pulls. Trash can space right there, soft close everything. Then add that to the fact that they gave me solid surface countertops, convection microwave oven, tons of storage space, 24-inch ceramic-lined contour oven with the 4-burner cooktop and the grill-style grates, pantry space for days. The one thing that's great about destination RVs, space. You're going to have a lot of it, whether it's living space, storage space, or a combination of both. This one, they did a pretty good job, especially when you're talking about a coach that's 42 feet 8 inches, roughly 12,000 pounds dry, about 14,000 pounds gross. But look at the space here. You're thinking, wow, Chris, this doesn't look that big. Wait till you see the lofts and the bathrooms, as well as a primary bedroom. Now, I still got the 16 cubic foot, 12-volt fridge freezer combo with the double drawers at the bottom, some storage up top, and my controls, which this is, you know, pretty much all your command panel. You can run out your slides, run out your awnings, cut on your heated holding tanks, which is a very nice feature for a destination to have, as well as my water pump. You're looking at 70 gallons fresh, 156 gallons gray, and 104 gallons of black water capacity. Now, let's talk about sleeping. Because when you're talking about tanks, sure, this looks like a Lovebird dinette, which it is. But I'm looking at two lofts that could sleep, I'm going to say at least two up here, at least 3 or 4 back there, and then 2 downstairs. Where's everybody else going to eat? That was probably the only thing that I was like, I don't really know how to solve that riddle. But do we need the space? That's not for me to answer. That's for you. I got the L-shaped chaise lounge, the recliners on both sides, the pull-down cup holder. I really like how they did this. And then you do have some storage space under here as well. I got the decorative shelves right here, my component shelf, my TV, the giant fireplace, the free-floating shelves. The aesthetic is awesome. From the wrought iron curtain holders to the framed-out windows to the Congolium flooring, the light, the bright, the wood accents, the fan, the LED sconces, the 101-inch wide body, 101-inch high, giving me 7-foot slides. It's beautiful. I just don't know what's missing. There's something missing. I need you to help me out with it. So leave me a comment down below. Now, let's take a look at one of our 2 lofts and one of our 2 bedrooms. If I can get my dumpy self up these stairs here. Here we go. Okay, so getting up that ladder was a little bit more taxing than I think. I'm not as athletic as I used to be. But look, Peanut Gallery, I don't need your input. I'm already feeling bad enough as it is. But you know what? Your kid's going to love this space. I said this could sleep too, and it probably can if they're smaller, because you got a twin-size bunk here against the wall and the landing area here. You got your own AC, so if somebody sleeps hot, they could open up this quick cool dump and be just fine. I got entertainment options over here, storage options over there, window here, and a space right here, which to me, the versatility really kind of stands out. I can use it for storage. I can use it for additional sleeping space. If I don't have anybody staying up here, this is probably where I'm putting my bags, because it's a great area for it. But this is just one of your 2 lofts. Before we go check out the other loft, let me show you what's underneath this one.
That darn stuff getting down.
I will cut you low and in your ankles.
We can call somebody.
Huh?
We can call somebody if we need it.
We might. Oh, Jesus. Okay, hang on. I'm going to back up. You ready? Oh, God.
I'm about to call the AARP.
Look, I just got my membership card in the mail, Ryan. I like the discount opportunities, especially at my favorite buffets. The only thing is you got to...
Do you get a discount from urgent care?
I will... You don't understand what I will do to them ankles if I get a hold of them. You going up the stairs on the next one, fool. All right, here we are in the bathroom underneath the loft, which is at the rear of your 411 DBDL by Sandpiper and my friends at Forest River. At first, I was wondering, why do they have the washer dryer back here? But then I saw the flow and the layout. I like what they did here. I think they got it right. Usually not a fan of the neo-angled showers, but this one works. I mean, you do have more moving space, especially when it's a shorter area. I got the enclosure, I got the vanity, I got storage, I got the fan, and I got the washer dryer as well as another entry point. All in all, I really like this bathroom layout. Usually you see a bedroom back here. So this is definitely not the 2-bed, 2-bath destination that swept the nation a couple of years ago. This is something different. And I think that to me is what stands out. Sure, I got the big old sliding glass windows. I could put a deck up there. But then you come over here to this one. Now we are talking loft-ish. I can fit 2 there, maybe 3, 1 here, maybe another one here. Storage space. I could put the bags up here. I got cabinetry, I got entertainment, I got power, I got another AC that's ducted, or I could do the dump, the wrought iron for safety, and the ladder. I like what they did with the ladder. It's wider, it's solid, you can't take it down, but I like how it was coming up and down. All in all, these are 2 of the better loft spaces, especially if you're talking about multifamily, or you're going to have the little kids and the bigger kids having their separate space. You got a spot for both of them to go where they're not going to be on top of each other. And I like that. I like the break. Plus, you actually have a livable living room. It's checking all the boxes. Like I said, the only thing I'm not crazy about is the whole dinette setup. But if I'm the grandparents and this is the vacation spot and I just want people to come hang out, this is a banger. Like playing Pitbull at the club. This is a banger. No, he's still good, Ryan. Okay, now let's go check out the primary bedroom and the other bathroom. Bam. Pretty quiet down here too. King size bed in its slide. CPAP ready shelf with the holes drilled through so you can put your stuff on top and then run the cords underneath because that's where your power is. Padded headboard, little storage shelf there. Chest of drawers, big old window, more storage. And how about what you usually see in a front bath fifth wheel, a walk-in closet with hanger space all the way around, another vanity, huge backlit mirror, that beautiful, dude, this blue-gray touch looks really good. Hopefully it's coming through on the camera. I like it. It looks really good in my opinion. High-rise porcelain bowl, shower, big old shower head. And here's the other thing. A lot of times when you get in destination RVs, you know how Ryan will get in some and like it's so low, I got to kind of like duck down. I like how even though we have a loft up above us, I still have headroom to do a full stand-up in the shower. Because to me, using an RV is kind of like a gym membership. If you don't use it and you don't get any benefit from it, you don't enjoy it, you're not going to use it. So those little things, to me, check the boxes. And I give it to Sandpiper for doing some of those little things, the space layout, the color, just the holes in the shelf to run my CPAP cord through. That's going to help me enjoy the camping experience. More importantly, with the destination RV, it should feel like it flows. It should feel like I have enough space to do what I need to do, but also keep the people who I love having around when I'm camping. And I think this 411 DBDL checks those boxes. You let me know. Let me know what you think in the comments. From the 65-inch TV to the double lofts to the double bathrooms. Do you care that it's not a true 2-bedroom, 2-bath? Let me know. I'd love to know, seriously. And if you're picking anything up from this video, like, subscribe, and notify. Now, what do you say we leave the gorgeous confines of the Dumbledore and let's go outside? And by the way, this is now called the Dumbledore. Now, destination RVs on the exterior. You're going to not get some things that you get with traditional fifth wheels and even travel trailers. For example, this has manual tongue jack, manual stabilization jacks. Why? Because it's a destination. It's really meant to be set up once and forget about it. Having those powered options is really just an additional feature that's going to cost more money that, quite frankly, you're not going to get the benefit from. So to me, I think that's fine. Molded fiberglass front cap with the running light. This actually has the protective coating because you do have an automotive grade windshield right here as well. Twin 30-pound LP tanks all seated on that extremely sturdy frame. Enclosed underbelly. Huge. 101 wide. Big and tall, just like me. And I got me some big old awnings too, which is one of the things that sometimes destinations don't get. This one pretty much gives you almost full campsite coverage with the awning. Very nice feature. You do have cable and power, so if you want to bring the outside entertainment outside, you can. Me personally, I would probably go ahead and deck this thing. Even though I'm on those nice easy lube axles, I got the oversized wheels on here, extra wide berth, so that's going to give me some good stability while towing down the road. Moride solid steps leading me into the main entry point. Steel fold-up steps with the latch extend, leading me into the rear bathroom of this 2-bathroom coach. LP quick connect, if I want to do some grilling out here, I can. Come around to the rear. I like how they placed my tankless water heater right there versus on the side, because I might want to put a camp chair there. And since it's going to be a destination, chances are it's going to be sitting while somebody's probably running the heat. Now, outside command center, this is where you got your cable connection, your 50-amp plug, as well as your freshwater, black tank flush, the whole nine. That is the back of your heater, and those are your terminations. I think for the family that doesn't need a completely separate bedroom, maybe it's just going to be set up for everybody to come hang out for a little bit. Dude, it checks so many boxes, from the interior flow, the design, the separation of space, the fact that I have 2 full bathrooms, the loft space for storage, versatility, kids are sleeping. Tons of boxes checked. It's just different. So let me know what you think. This is the Forest River. It's beautiful too. The Sandpiper Signature. Like, subscribe, and notify if you picked anything up. And if you're saying, Chris, I want to come check it out myself, rv.campingworld.com, or just come on into your local Camping World. I'm Chris Young. Hope you enjoyed my struggles as I went up and down ladders. Forget you, Ryan.